Good evening. Welcome to Fire on the Grape.
Hi, I'm Erica Hernandez, Executive Chef of Smoky Chimichurri, here known as The Fire, and you can find me on social media as The Monday Baker. And here we have...
And I am Hugh Preece, operating partner, Salt Creek Grill Restaurants. I am The Grape, and also known on social media as The Fermented Boss.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, Chef. How are you?
I am very, very good. Happy to be here with everybody, and you.
I'm doing well. We've actually had some nice weather this week, which
Yes.
is good. A little cold, but the sun is out, so the sun gives you that spring fever.
Yes.
I'm getting it.
And with that spring fever, I went a little bit of home and a little bit of Argentina, and I made some grilled steak empanadas.
Grilled steak empanadas. So that's what we're having today.
We're having empanadas today, and we're having a second one. And for the second appetizer, we're going to have a mortadella roasted garlic and burrata flatbread.
Oh, sweet.
So a little bit of what you love, a little bit of what I love, a little bit of what you love.
Well, I love them both, so it's a great choice. So empanadas,
Yes.
steak empanadas, and a flatbread that has mortadella and the creamy burrata and roasted garlic.
And the empanadas have a little touch of sweetness because of the marinade, citrus marinade, but it has a little bit of our spicy chimichurri too. So it has garlic and onions and lots of cilantro and chiles in it, and it's delicious.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to only select one wine to go with both.
Okay.
And it's going to be a wine that's going to have to hold up to the sweetness of that mortadella, or slight sweetness of the mortadella, the creaminess of that burrata, and the richness of that steak chimichurri empanada. And I think I have just the wine for this task.
We're advancing because this is going to be a good one.
All right, so let me go grab the wine. We can taste it, and why don't you go put those empanadas in the oven, and we can taste them in just a minute.
We'll be here shortly.
We'll be right back with the wine.
We'll be back.
Stay tuned.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. What do we have here today?
So, you first mentioned that the empanadas are from Argentina. So, whenever I have empanadas, it reminds me of when I visited Argentina, Mendoza, and I visited Laura Catena's property. So I went with Laura Catena wine, or a Catena Zapata wine, Argentino 2010. So it's a Malbec.
And we've had her wines here before.
We've had the high altitude
Yes.
Chardonnay and Malbec. So this one's comes from a different area, and it's a higher end production, and it's incredible. And I think it will pair well with both of these dishes.
Okay.
Definitely the
Empanadas.
but I also think with the creaminess and the sweetness of that mortadella, it's going to be able to hold up against that richness of that flatbread. So, and complement it well. So it's definitely going to support the empanadas with its savoriness and richness.
And you mentioned it's a high-end wine, and empanadas is such a simple dish. A lot of people are always afraid of pairing. They always think that high-end needs to go with high-end, a high-end meal like a fillet or, an expensive cut of meat. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can enjoy it with simple pleasures.
You just enjoy it. Enjoy it with your foods.
Salud. Good.
Wow. So this wine's 14 years old, 2010. You're getting a lot of dark fruit, plums, blackberries.
Yes. Dark cherries.
Hint of spice.
Like dark chocolate and cinnamon, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. You're also feeling that terroir because it's high altitude.
Earthiness, what?
Earthiness, sandiness. It's crazy how hot it gets so high up.
It has such a beautiful aroma too. It's smooth.
Smooth. It's about 14% in alcohol, and it's the tannins are integrated really well into the wine, and you do feel a little bit of acidity there.
Yes.
So that acidity is going to help with our creaminess of our dishes.
Another great one, sir.
Yes, and the finish is just long and persistent.
I love it. Love the color, love the smell, love the taste.
I love this one.
It's beautiful. Let's go make some empanadas.
Let's do it. Can I help this time?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Wow. Welcome back. Look at this layout. Yeesh. All right. So we should probably start with this dish versus the empanadas, you think?
Sure.
So we have a flatbread here. It has some crispy mortadella on there, some beautiful creamy burrata, little arugula, and it looks like roasted garlic and black pepper. So it looks amazing.
I know the mortadella is one of your favorites, so I had all these ingredients in the kitchen and I said, why not put it together in the form of a flatbread and enjoy it with some good wine.
So, wow. So I do think this wine's gonna pair well with this. Like we said earlier, you know, the sweetness of that mortadella meat and richness of this dish, the creaminess of that burrata and some pepper and garlic, it's gonna harmonize real well, I hope.
Well, let's try.
Well, let's go ahead. Ladies first.
Everything.
And this has a lot of burrata on it, so I'm gonna spread the love. Let's do a little extra for this piece. All right, beautiful.
What do you go for it?
So it looks great. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do the old.
Pizza twist? You gonna do a pizza
I'm
style?
gonna do a pizza fold, even though it's not a pizza. Mm. So that mortadella is incredible. It's crispy. It's got great flavor. Just a touch of sweetness, but it's super flavorful with this burrata. You get that creaminess, and the bread has a nice crunch to it.
And the hints of the roasted garlic.
And the roasted garlic is crazy.
There's another piece of roasted garlic here. I want it for the next one.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, the wine is beautiful. The tannins are integrated. It's refreshing to the palate after this rich bite of this meat. These wines are very versatile. Definitely age-worthy as well. I mean, this one's 14 years, and I can see it.
It's beautiful.
See it going at least another 10, and you're getting all these nuances from that age.
Yeah, and I love how it calms down the palate, you know, and it gets you ready for the next bite. It's just beautiful. It lingers.
It
doesn't
does. It's got a great.
So it's really good. I'll try another bite.
And the flakiness of this flatbread, it's just.
It's really delicious. I love how the mortadella crisp up, and it has that adds a little saltiness to its sweetness. Really good.
It's just a luxurious mouthfeel with both of these together.
I think so too. It's beautiful. Well, let's move over to the next one.
Mortadella is like one of my favorite meats to eat. So, you know, I love that dish. But empanadas are one of my absolute favorite snacks.
They are mine too. And these are both dishes you could make ahead, have them ready, and just throw them in the oven, throw them in the fryer, however you're going to make empanadas, and get the rest of the components of the flatbreads on at the last minute, and you're done. These are very easy, entertaining, and home-friendly dishes.
Yes, and I make chimichurri, which is the sauce that complements it, and I believe you said it was mixed in with the meat filling.
Meat filling too.
I have it in my refrigerator all the time, so I'll make it on Sunday, and it'll last me throughout the week. I put that on everything.
And you can, it's because of its nature of so many herbs and the garlic and so much oil in it, and the vinegar is just like having a vinaigrette, so it'll last in the fridge for a good amount of time. If it dries up a little bit, you just revive it with some more olive oil, and then you're set to go. And all these things you can make ahead, have them ready, guests come in, throw them in the oven, and you're good to go. Puerto Rico, we call them pastelillos. It's you know, it's the same concept, but instead of being braided, they're finished with a fork, and they're called pastelillos. Can you say pastelillos?
So this dish was fried.
Yes.
If I'm correct. I break it open, and you can't really see it from there. But I see chunks of steak, peppers, some cheese.
We use Gouda for this one.
Gouda.
Like it's Gouda.
Any special type of Gouda? Was it smoked, aged?
No, it was a tomato and olive Gouda. It has specks of olives and tomato in it. It's absolutely beautiful.
More depth and flavor.
Yes, we broke the wheel with this one just to try it for this. Some more chimichurri in it. What are you thinking?
So much flavor in that. That chimichurri really stands out, but that meat is so tender.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese just adds this little richness to it, creaminess, and you can get a hint of those peppers popping through.
Mm-hmm. And it has a lot of olives in as well. Put Spanish olives in it. Chopped up with onions and chopped up with the roasted garlic in it. Crunchy
Awesome.
crust.
So good. That fried dough is just flaky, and this wine just really pairs well with this. It holds up to the richness of the dish. It really complements the savoriness of the dish. And
If I loved it with this one, I love it even more with the empanadas because of the spice in the meat. I think it's so well
yeah, it's
balanced.
a balanced combination. I didn't double dip because I cut it in half and I only did one part. In case you didn't. For you.
I wish you guys could try these. You've made 100% authentic Argentinian empanadas. How are they different from these that we made today?
Well, the recipe I use is from Laura Catena, Dr. Catena's book I received when I was down there in 2011. There's a recipe for empanadas in there, and very similar.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is they use raisins,
Okay.
so it gives a little sweetness in there. But either way is good. This has a little more spice to it, which I really love. So yeah, I mean, empanadas anyway are great. For me, I've had like corn and spinach empanadas, and they're
I make it with guava paste. I make them with chicken, with beef, with fish. It's endless, the possibilities. So whatever you have in your house, even vegetables, like it's so good. You throw it all on an empanada wrapper, you bake it, you fry it, however you want to have it. Pair it with a delicious wine like we're having right now, and it's heaven every single time.
yeah, it's enchanting pairing. It's
Mhm.
just, it's like a little story, a beautiful story.
Beautiful. You happy? You're in it? You gonna shimmy? You gonna shimmy? You're shimmying today. Two delicious dishes. I'm perfect with them.
I do too. I think the empanadas and the tender, juicy meat and flaky crust and the wine all complement each other very well.
I believe so too. It's a beautiful combination.
Wow. So, thank you for joining us on this episode of Appetizers from two parts of the world, Argentina and Italian style. And, you know, we look forward to seeing you next week. We appreciate your time.
Follow us
You
on
are?
social media. I am the Monday Baker, and you are.
I am the Fermented Boss.
Comment, like us, subscribe. Like always, if you want the recipe, you can DM us on Instagram at the Fermented Boss, at the Monday Baker, or send a message to our YouTube channel, Fire the Break.
Yes. So, let's, I got to pour a little more. We can't.
You can't send it to.
You can't toast with an empty glass.
No, we cannot. We hope to see you next Thursday.
Yes.
Stay
Chin chin.
tuned. Salud.